Hello, welcome to the Trollon Podcast. I'm your host, Bo. This is my co-host, Danny.
Hello.
You look like you've jumped on the bandwagon there, mate. Wearing a Panthers jumper.
Oh, no, it's just the last jumper I had.
How can you be from the West? How can you support a team in the West and wear a Panthers jersey? So you're an Eels fan wearing a Panthers jersey. Isn't that blasphemy?
Well, I'm a rugby league fan at heart.
So you're a rugby league fan, not an Eels fan.
I'm
Can we get that on the record? What would Clint Gutherson say about you wearing that jumper? Seriously. You make me sick to my stomach.
Please.
They win a few games in a row. They won 18 in a row last year. They've won 7 in a row this year, and you just happen to be wearing that jumper.
I bought it at the grand final because it was cold last year, and it's the last jumper I had.
Don't see you wearing a Broncos jumper.
Because I didn't go to Broncos grand final.
I'm just saying, you just happen to be wearing a Panthers jumper when they're doing well.
Anyway,
on to the questions, Q&A show. I'm not even going to look at you the whole show. Give us some questions, mate.
Alrighty, so we put it out to Instagram as we usually do, and these are the questions we got. So we got one from, sorry if I stitch any of these names up, Acangelo.
That's a great name.
What'd you say?
That's a great name.
If that is his name.
If that is your real name.
It is a good name, yeah. Do you like the new signings of Townsend and Dearden?
I would have rathered either or, I think.
Not both.
Not both.
Yeah.
I think, personally, I would have went Dearden. I don't mind Townsend coming. But either or, what are you thinking? I would rather either of them partner Scott Drinkwater.
Yeah, I'm the same.
So what do you think happens to Scott Drinkwater now?
I don't know, play him at fullback maybe.
But I want Val at fullback. Do you think he stays at the club, Drinkwater?
Mate, I don't know. We'll have to. I would personally keep him.
Yeah,
because I think he's a good player. He can play fullback, 5'8", halfback.
I think the Broncos need to go hard after him.
You reckon?
Yeah, he plays 6 there, and then you bring in a 7. That's a start for the Broncos.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm with you there. I'd rather either or. Oh, yeah, not both.
Not both.
Yeah. Rightio, on to Will Stark 09. Favorite BBL team?
I don't watch a lot of BBL. I like Test cricket personally, but I did like the Thunder at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a little while ago, I really liked Shane Watson. Shane Watson played there. So that's why. Do you have a favourite?
Not really. No,
yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen...
I don't think I've watched too many BBL games from start to finish. I like Test cricket.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Anyway, another question from Will Stark 09. How many games do you think the Rabbits will win without Latrell? And I think he's named the next 3.
Okay.
Raiders, Storm, and Sharks.
Raiders, Storm, and Sharks. Well, you got to expect some reaction here from the Raiders this weekend.
Yeah.
They've been pretty bad the last few weeks. And so in Canberra, Thursday night, main game, you think they're gonna have some kind of reaction. I think they can win that game. The Rabbitohs can win that game. I think the Storms are big arcs. Really big arcs. That'll be at home though, won't it? Because they already played in Melbourne this year. So
yeah. So
that'll be at home. And then the Sharks are... What's going on with the Sharks?
Who knows?
So I've got to win what 2 or 3?
You got the Rabbits winning 2 of 3.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. So I don't think they'll beat Melbourne.
Do you give the Raiders a chance tomorrow night?
No.
You're off the Raiders.
Not a chance. Anyway, Jaden Griffio. What does Anthony Milford have to do for Kevin Walters to say you belong at the Broncos?
Oh, I don't know.
Win them games, maybe.
Yeah, Milford could be out of the team in 2 weeks. Seriously. I don't know what's going on with their half situation. They've got, I think this is their 4th combination for the year. So I don't know where their head's at. Anthony Milford, I thought him and Dearden should have been in the halves to start the year.
Yeah.
That's the partnership I would have went with. Anthony Milford, there's still a good player there, I think, under the surface.
He was doing all right at the start of the year. I mean, he wasn't...
I don't know.
Yeah.
His confidence is dead set shot. All their confidence is shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you said it. Win them games.
Yeah. On to Deacon Kelly 19. When do you see the Parramatta Eels winning the competition? I personally, in 10 years.
10 years?
Personally think in 10 years.
Well, this question for you. You're an Eels fan?
Yeah. Well, then I'd be a little bit biased, wouldn't I?
Well, you're a Penrith fan, apparently.
I'm not a Penrith fan.
No, give it. When do you see them winning the comp?
Well, if they can keep that spine together, Next couple of years.
I think 10 years is long, like too long. I reckon they can win a comp. They're in the conversation to win a comp in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
I think this year, without talking them up too much, I think they play pretty good footy. I think they should be in the conversation this year. They're going to finish in top 4.
Yeah.
If you finish in top 4, you're always a chance. You get 2 bites of the cherry. If they can finish in the top 2 and get a home Bankwest semi-final, and then get that first week off, they're right in the frame. Because then they go Bankwest and Bankwest again after that. As long as they don't play another Sydney team, I think they still get that Bankwest semi for the prelim.
Yep.
I mean, they're hard to beat there when they got a big Parramatta crowd.
Mate, I hope this year.
Yeah.
Honestly,
hopefully you avoid Melbourne until the grand final, because Melbourne just seems to pump you in semi-finals.
Yeah. Anyway, Big Kev Wap. He asked, did you expect Sam Walker to be as good as he is this early in his career? And will he win Rookie of the Year?
I think it's probably him and Dane Laurie's prize to lose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sam Walker probably wins it if he keeps on this trajectory.
Yeah, I reckon.
You want to know the difference between the Roosters and the Storm and a lot of sides in the NRL?
What is the difference?
Before Sam Walker walked on the field this year, the Roosters were looking at offering him a 2 to 3 year deal anyway. He's up at the end of this year.
Yep.
What's he played? 3 games? 3 games has it been?
Three or 4?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, they've nixed that. They're going to offer him a 5-year deal.
Oh, yeah?
That's the difference. They don't let kids walk out.
Oh.
Like, if they bring this bloke to the club, they've identified that he's talented. Already before he'd even played a game, they were looking at 2 to 3 years. Now it's 5 years.
Yeah.
And you know what? They'll get him at a bloody steal too. Like, you lock this bloke up for 5 years, probably maybe 500,000 a year, something like that. That is way unders for a halfback in the NRL right now.
Yeah. And
that's the difference between them and the Broncos. Like, you look at the Broncos. I don't know what's going on. I've seen lists for the last few days about players they've let go and stuff. And I mean, you can miss some players, but to let Reece Walsh walk out of your club when you don't have a fullback, when he was the under-16s fullback for Queensland, under-16s fullback for under-18s fullback for Queensland. I think he was the under-18s fullback for Australia as well.
Oh yeah, man.
So how do you let him walk?
I don't know.
That's on their whole club.
Doesn't make any sense.
No.
So yeah, added him and Dane Laurie for Rookie of the Year. On to M Talks 555. Where are the Dragons at now?
I don't know. They're in a little bit of trouble.
They are.
I mean, Ben Hunt's back this week, I think.
Round 8, yeah?
Yeah, he's back this week.
They were saying round 8 or 9. Has he been named?
Oh, let's have a look. I think he should be back this week, and if he is, they did okay without him. I didn't have him win any games without him. He's their key, so...
He is back, yep. He's been named at 7.
Well, that's a big in.
That's huge in.
So we did say on the review podcast that we would wait until after this game to kind of judge where they're at. But the last 2 weeks, you can't read too much into the Warriors game because the Warriors were perfect and I thought they were okay.
Yeah.
Last week, they kind of lost the game in that 10-minute window when Pereira went off. They weren't great in the second half, but they already lost pretty much all their momentum from that. So we'll have to see how they go this week. Ben Hunt is a big in.
Yeah, huge. Anyway, Hato.4, Raiders rebuild.
What do you think?
No,
I don't think so either. I think they've got enough quality pieces there.
Yeah, well, they got Chance at fullback, Whiten and George Williams in the halves. They've got Papali.
I was worried about their outside backs late last year. I thought they looked slow, but that Chris is playing pretty good footy.
Sebastian Chris, yeah. He's good.
And Chance is good.
Yeah.
He's probably been a little bit understated. He's out has probably hurt him a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think they need a rebuild. I think they just need to find some grit. They've been in every game. You think they were in the Para game, they got overrun. They were in the Penrith game, they got overrun. They were up in the Cowboys game, they got overrun.
Big time.
Yeah, and then they were up in the New Zealand game, and to be a top 6 side, which we think they should be, they can't be losing those games. When you get yourself in a position to win, especially the Warriors and Cowboys game, they were in a big position to win. In the Sharks game, they probably should have lost that game, and they ended up winning by 2 points. Chad Townsend kicked 1 from 5 or something.
Yeah.
So I don't think they need a rebuild. They just need to find some grit. Ricky's the man to do it for them, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So no Raiders rebuild.
No.
Brody Nash 999. Cowboys 4 in a row.
I dare to dream.
Who they playing?
Warriors on the Central Coast.
Nah.
You got the Warriors?
Yeah, I got the Warriors. I think I tipped the Warriors.
I
have to have a look at my tips again, but...
Yeah, well, we're going to do our tips tomorrow. I mean, they're a chance, though. They are a chance of going 4 in a row, which is unbelievable. We will have a big look at the Cowboys in the tip show because I do have some problems with their defence. I think they're still averaging north of 25 points against the game, which... Like, that's not an NRL side, is it? That's not a good NRL side.
No.
So anyway, 4 in a row, maybe Brody.
I don't think so. Anyway, Declan Steele, what are your thoughts on the Broncos halves, pairings, and droppings?
I hate that they keep chopping and changing. Blind Freddie could have seen at the start of the year that it was Milford and Dearden.
Yeah.
That was the combination you go with. And that was the combination they talked about all off season. And a week before the season, it was Croft and Milford, like back to old tricks. That lasted 2 weeks, then they went another way. That lasted 2 weeks, they went another way. Now we're at, Milford and Gamble?
Yeah.
I don't know, how can you get any continuity in that side if you just keep chopping and changing? I don't think Croft's your bloke. I think Croft needs to probably go somewhere else and rediscover himself because he's just got no confidence at the moment, and it shows. There is a good footy player there, but maybe not at the Broncos.
Yeah, I like that. That was good. Anyway, we've got a couple of questions from Andrew Backhouse. The first one, this isn't footy related, but what is your go-to fast food place and what do you get?
I like pizza, What's your go-to?
Yeah, probably pizza. Or...
KFC slaps. But KFC when you're hungover, like a Zinger box.
Oh, yeah.
That Zinger box is really good. But I like pizza from Pizza Inn. And I love cheese pizza. So margarita pizza from Pizza Inn.
I like crust.
Oh, yeah, crust is good.
Crust is good. I like crust margarita.
So are we both set on pizza?
Yeah.
And then your guilty pleasure, if you're ever hungover, get a Zinger box. Get it large. Get some supercharged sauce on the side. And enjoy your day. The thing is, you'll have it, you'll eat it, and then you'll feel terrible.
For the rest of the day.
For the rest of the day. Yeah. And you'll be sitting there going, I shouldn't have had that Zinger box, Mum. No, but it's good. Good question.
Yeah, thanks. Another one from him. Does Waqa Blake still have a spot in the Eels starting lineup?
Just before we get into that, how refreshing is it to not get a question about rugby league for a second? We talk a lot about rugby league. We talk to death about rugby league, and I do love it. But that was a nice change of speed.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're the Eels aficionado, even though you're wearing a Panthers jumper. Does Waqa Blake get a start on your side? I think Tom Opacek's playing really good footy.
He wouldn't be for Opacek, it'd be for Nukore.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Nukore is a born centre.
He's not. He's a lock forward.
So you say yes?
I say yeah.
I think defensively he was a liability last year, though.
100%. Well, he's been a defensive liability his whole career.
And that right side was... It tears apart that whole right side. Niakore's maybe strengthened that a little bit.
So maybe he should earn his spot back.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see that, actually.
How good's Opacek playing? Just quietly. At the start of the year, we done our predicted lineups and we married them up with the Fox predicted lineups. And Opacek wasn't in that side, but he was in your side.
Yeah, well, he's 10 times better than Oldfield.
Yeah, I think he's playing really good footy. I think there's a good centre there. There is rumours that he could be on the outs too.
Yeah, Broncos.
Yeah, so a pretty big loss for Parra. I think he's been really solid there for him.
Yeah, I like him. He's been playing well. He's been filling the spot that Michael Jennings left.
Yeah, I like it. All right, what's Andrew got to talk about now? Probably more Eels stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Eels need to buy anyone?
Do I think the Eels need to buy anyone? Well, I think they've got a fullback. I think they've got 5'8" and halfback, solid. I think they've got a hooker. So their spine's set. Yep. I like their back rowers and I like their bench.
You like their front rowers?
I like their front rowers. Well, no.
Yeah, no.
I think they just need to batten down the hatches. They need to nix this Moses, rubbish.
Yeah.
Just get that out of there. Just re-sign him. I don't think Moses will go, personally. It's a graveyard at the moment to go to the Broncos.
Yeah, 100%.
I love their side.
Yeah, me too. So, no Andrew. Eels do not need to buy anyone.
No.
Aiden Bevan, 8. What do you think the Sharks should do after they're lost?
Surely that's Aiden Bevan.
Bevan?
Surely.
Aiden Bevan?
I don't know.
You know
Let
what?
us know, Aiden.
Yeah, whatever it is. Bevan.
What do you think the Sharks should do after their loss? Can Andrew Fafita get into this side?
I
don't know.
Yeah,
Talakai's out as well. That's a pretty big out.
Yeah, so maybe feeder in for Talakai.
I don't know.
You never know.
I thought until this week, I thought they were playing okay.
Well, they were.
And then I guess this week wasn't the worst. They did lose to the Bulldogs, but I think they still had opportunities to win the game. You never know. The Sharks are that kind of team. They could just come out and win this week. You never know.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll
could
see.
be good. Yes.
Anyway, Reece 64. 2025 premiers.
No, who knows? I don't know. The Brisbane Boomers.
Is that netball?
I think that's what they're going to be called. They're going to be called the Bombers.
The Bombers?
I don't know. There's the new Brisbane team that's going to come in.
Oh.
One of the new sides. Let's say that.
All right.
Munster goes there, becomes the king of Brisbane.
Munster.
I reckon one of the big points will be the new Brisbane side will get Bennett. They'll get Munster. And they'll be a powerhouse.
Why are you saying this?
I don't know. I think with a place that is the front runner to get the side is Munster's hometown too.
Really?
I think so.
Damn.
This has been no research or nothing. I'm willing it into existence. And also, there's a sneaky suspicion that Bo will be on the coaching staff somewhere.
You?
Yeah, me. I've been sounded out.
You wish.
Just a media advisor.
How good would that be?
Oh, just sign me up. I'm very available. Brisbane Bombers, Boomers. Doesn't really matter. We can have a name change. We can talk about that. The Brisbane Bows.
The Brisbane Bows.
Anyway, yeah, no.
Yep.
25 premiers. Who knows, mate?
Yep. Rightio. Christy Lee, 182. What does the Cowboys' latest signings mean for Drinkwater?
I get on with Christy a little bit. She's always on the lives, but she's got terrible taste in food. I'll tell you that.
What's she eat?
Oh, just anything that I like. She thinks Pringles are overrated. Seriously.
Christy.
I know.
Please.
Anyway, what I think, what does it mean for Drinkwater? I think it means Drinkwater's probably on the outs. But personally, if you're Drinkwater and you see two halves coming in, they're not coming to sit on the bench.
Nah.
So if I'm Drinkwater, I'm probably leaving. Unless I'm getting promised a fullback spot, but they're paying Val huge money, and I don't want to see him on the wing. So I love Drinkwater. He was the person I thought, him and Val, they could build a kind of team around that. They've gone a different direction. Todd Payton probably knows a little bit more than me, but they're bringing the two halves. So I think that means that's it for Drinkwater. Can you see any other solution?
No, not really.
No, Drinkwater's gone.
Yeah. Alrighty. Toddle Wise Martin.
I love that name too.
Thoughts on the refs and their calls so far this year?
Oh, I don't know. It's a hard job. Yeah. I think not so much the referees. I think the bunker's been terrible again. I don't know how you can watch. I don't know how you can watch something and 10,000 people think one thing and one person think another, and he's the only one that gets to press the button.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I will say the 6 again. Do you think we need more clarity around what the infringement was?
So it's just slowing down the ruck and offside.
Yeah, but they never say it. It goes 6 again, and then no one knows what it was for. Like, should they not have to call what happened, and then maybe they throw it up on the screen?
The ref does call it out though, doesn't he?
Oh, so Fox should put it on the screen then, so then everyone knows.
Yeah, I'm sure the ref will like, too slow, 6 again.
Oh yeah, I can remember hearing that actually. But so Fox should put it up.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I watch a lot of games on mute.
Yeah.
Because I've got to I do the lives, so I watch it on mute, and I just see 6 again. Oh, what happened?
Yeah, well, I guess they'd need something there.
What about the hearing impaired? That's what I'm campaigning for, the hearing impaired here. He's trying to count the tackle count. He sees 6 again. He's like, well, hang on. I'm trying to watch the game here. I don't know what's going on. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Think about the hearing impaired. Give us closed captions, for God's sake. You agree?
Sure.
Okay.
Another question from Will Stark 09. Fave Super Rugby team.
Oh, I think for a minute I liked the Brumbies when I was growing up.
Oh, yeah, the Brumbies.
That's the Canberra. That's the Canberra side.
Canberra?
I think it's because they were like one of the best sides. I think George Gregan played for him.
Oh, George Gregan, the man.
George Gregan, your former employer, isn't he?
No. He just endorsed it. He didn't. He wasn't.
Oh,
wasn't
it looked like you had a little bit of pain about it. You're like, no, I didn't work for George Gregan.
I wish I did, but no. He just endorsed the company.
Well, did you ever like a Super Rugby team?
No, never watched a full game.
No, it's not worth it, really.
Yep. Hunter K's 1. How do you think the Dragons could redeem themselves?
Oh, I don't think they're that far gone.
No.
I think they probably, like I said, the Warriors game where they were in the balance, the Roosters game, it was in the balance until the sin bin. So they're going okay.
Well, they were on top until the sin bin.
Exactly. They're okay, the Dragons.
Yep, rightio. Aiden Binskin. Cowboys 2022, a top 6 team, in your opinion?
Huh.
No.
Nah.
Not even the top 8 team.
No, I can't. We have to see what they're trying to achieve here. Like, let it all line out.
So
Todd Payton came out the other day and said they're still in the market for an edge back rower and a middle forward. So it'd be interesting to see who comes to the side in that capacity. You tossed up the possibility of Kate Ball coming.
I think I did hear that somewhere.
Yeah, well, Todd Payton did say they're looking for an edge back rower and a middle forward. And then you come in and say, oh, what about if they sign Kate Ball? And then I immediately... things happened to my body that I couldn't control when I thought Kate Wall was going to come to the Cowboys. That would be a huge signing. But for right now, with everything they've got in place, I can't see him in the top 8. No. Dylan Payne, do you think the Raiders will make the top 8 still? Are you willing to put a line through the Raiders? Because you already put a line through Manly. I will never forget that. I sat here across from you and I rattled off the bottom 4 sides. I said, are you willing to put a line through all these sides? You did. You went directly against Tommy Bra.
No, I didn't go against Tommy Bra. Tommy Bra wasn't in the team.
I'm saying. People died because of that. Tommy Bra had to take his anger out on someone. He's been roaming the streets.
He won't be able to find me.
He'll find you.
He won't.
Are you putting a line through the Raiders?
You know what? No. I'm not putting a line through the Raiders.
Me either. I think they got too much talent.
Yeah, 100%.
And North Queensland, good friend of the show, good man. With how open the season is, can you see the Cows pushing for a top 8 finish?
No.
I think they'll be there. What did I have them finished? 10th?
Did you have them 10th?
I think I had them 10th. So 10th, there's not a lot of difference between 10th to 8th. Notoriously from most years, apart from last year, I think the top 8 was pretty separated. So I think they're going to be pushing that bottom 8 side. I do think there's just too much talent in the NRL for the Cowboys to be in the top 8 this year, though.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Well, I have the Titans above them. I have the Knights above them. I have Manly above them. So that's like.
So you had New Zealand below them.
I don't really rate the Warriors that high. I don't think they're consistent enough.
I forget what I had the Cowboys.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember, but I have too many sides above them that I think will be pushing the bottom of the 8 as well. So, no, they're not a top 8 side for me. You?
No.
All right, we'll be back with our tips tomorrow. I am going to, forewarning, I'm going to pick the Cowboys this week. And I think every time I've tipped on a Cowboys game, I've got it wrong. So either I've tipped the Cowboys and they've lost, or I've tipped the other side and the Cowboys have won.
Then tip the Warriors.
No, I can't. I've got to be honest with my prediction, and I'll be honest till the day I die. And we'll leave you with that. Thanks, guys.